The meaning of seventh shloka is, my nature is overwhelmed with the vice of faint heartedness, and my mind is confused with regard of my duty. I entreat you, tell me what is decidedly good for me. I am your disciple, so instruct me who have taken refuge in you. So, this is the meaning of the shloka 7th. Now, in this shloka, we can see Arjun till now he was complaining, he was making excuse to run away from the battlefield. He did not wanted to fight at all. But now he has started looking at himself, saying that my nature is overwhelmed and my voice is just, I'm not able to speak, and my heart is fainting and my mind is totally confused. So till now he was like, no, he had many excuses. He has argument. He has a judgment that, okay, I want to do and I don't want to do. But at this stage, at the seventh shloka of this chapter 2, he is like, okay, I'm done. My entire body, mind, my breath, everything is giving up now. What should I do now? So when we started the chapter, first chapter, like we saw the Arjun giving so many argument. He was agitated, he was distressed, and he was giving argument. He was questioning a lot, because till that time his inner awakening was not happened. So all of us, we do that. We question, we fight, we argue, we do everything. We don't want to go deeper and understand things. So on the higher level, he was doing everything. But the inner awakening inside him was not awakened. That's why there were so many questions. When the awakening happened, the questions goes away. So what happened, as we look at us, what happened, we'll try to argue, we'll give logics, start working according to the, like, kind of we'll start dancing on the tunes of things. Sometime we'll be happy, sometime we'll be sad. All these things Arjun was showing. He was also dancing on the waves, how the problems were going up and down, and the same way his mind was going up and down, and he was arguing, he was questioning, he was making excuses. So till that point, we all know that Arjun's mind was not mature. Now suddenly we see that Arjun is giving up. Now he wants to rise above. He doesn't want to stay in that situation anymore. He doesn't want to argue, doesn't want to question. He is just giving up. He doesn't know what to do. So what happened when this kind of problems comes in our life? Initially, we all do the same thing. We fight, we argue, we comment, we put all kind of logics. We look outside and we try to solve the problem from outside. We do everything with all the instrument outside available. We try to solve the problem. We don't look at ourselves. When we look outside, when we see the problems, what happens? It comes in our mind that problem is so big. The small thing also looks very, very big. This happens because we are not looking inside. When we are just looking all the time outside, all the time thinking of a problem, talking about a problem, a small problem becomes very big in our eyes. So Arjun was also like that. The problem was not that big, But he was having so many social conditions, mental conditions, thinking about so many things. This problem became so big for him. And now suddenly he just gave up. So, what happened till the moment you have confidence, you are satisfied with yourself, you will never get the answer. The real answer comes when you are dissatisfied. You are not able to handle the pressure. When the dissatisfaction comes, it helps us to rise above all the obstacles. So many people come to me all the time and they say, oh, I'm doing meditation, prayer, and so many problems in their life. So if you look to the problem like that okay, these problems are there, they are teaching me, they are making me more smart, they are helping me to rise above. If problem doesn't come, we will never try to rise above in our life, go towards the higher consciousness. Till we think that we are controller and we are the doer, we will be on the same level all the time. We have to give up. So in the spiritual path, we always say the problem, the misery come in life, when the sorrow comes in life, it do something good to you. For many of the saint, big the sudden big grief happened in their life, there was sudden a very big sorrow moment in their life, and that time they try to come out of it and they become enlightened. So the pressure comes you to rise up. The pressure doesn't come on us to go down. So whenever there is a problem, there is a sorrow, try to break it and rise above. So till now, in Arjun's mind, who was Krishna? A friend? His charioteer? He asked him to take the chariot in between two armies. Right? So kind of he was ordering Krishna till now. But now in this shloka we can see that Arjun is coming down. Now he's asking Krishna, can you direct me? Can you instruct me? Now we can see the little bit ego coming down of Arjun. The ego started melting now. Till now he was like, I'm a great warrior and I came here to fight and I am not going to fight because of my family members. But now the ego is coming down. So there is a line, Mam Tvam Prapannam, means that Arjun is telling Krishna that now I am in your Sharan. Now you are guiding me. I surrender in front of you. So till we take the responsibility on our head that I will solve the problem, I understand everything, and our ego is high, the God never intervened. The God intervened, the Krishna intervened only when we give up, when we surrender, that I don't understand what to do. And many times I see a fear inside us that if we surrender and if God also doesn't do anything, then what will happen to me? I cannot sit like that believing on the God. For example, I can tell you, when a small baby is there, the baby doesn't know how to eat food, how to survive, right? The mom takes care of the baby very well. She makes sure the baby is fed, whatever baby needs, she provides everything. So we can also think that we are like baby in front of God. And if we surrender with love and trust, that God will take care of us. Many times people say that, oh, I surrendered, and they just surrender for momentary, like for temporary. If they are sick, they will go to temple so much, they will do prayers. At that time, they will feel that I am surrendering. If there is a problem in life, they will go and try to surrender for temporary phase. Right? Many people do that. Many people come to me and for some time they will be very religious when there is a problem. When the problem is gone, again they start having their normal life. If like God can see all this. The God can understand, the supreme consciousness can understand that, okay, now you have a problem, you are coming to me, and when the problem will gone, you will forget me. So these kind of different feelings we have, different habits we have, patterns we have, and then we say that why God is not helping me. So for God to help you, your ego, your mind has to totally come down. Totally you have to go into surrender. So now the Arjun is looking at Krishna like maybe Krishna is something, a guru, a teacher, a friend who knows more than me. Maybe that person can help me. So he is just surrendering. So what happened when you surrender in front of a guru or God? The guru and God, they take responsibility of the disciple or devotee, whatever is there. 100% responsibility they take. They will make sure that you go on the right path. But you are surrendering, and then you are using your mind also and trying to act smart at that time, then nothing is going to happen. When you are surrendering, it should come from inside. Surrendering doesn't mean that you don't have to do your karma. We'll read about later in the Gita. Surrender doesn't mean that, oh, I'll just sit down and I'll just leave it on the God. No. You do everything. But let your ego vanish. The feeling inside us that I am the doer should be gone. Just things are happening. Things were necessary. So we are just doing. So this is called karta bhav. It has to go. So we'll read in third and fourth chapter about all that. So we saw the first time in all this shloka, the first time we saw the Arjun's ego is coming down. The Arjun is melting. When he is coming down, he is melting. He is now giving space to Krishna to speak. Till now, the Krishna was standing and listening. He was not saying anything. Now, slowly from the 11th chapter, 11th shloka, the Krishna is going to say. So this was the shlok 7th. Any question in this one? Did you guys get it? There will be more details on surrender. Okay, there will be more deeper knowledge on surrender and everything. This is just the starting of. Now the 8th sloka. Now in the meaning of 8th shloka is, even on obtaining undisputed sovereignty and an affluent kingdom on this earth, as well as lordship over the gods in heaven, I do not see any remedy that can remove my grief, which witness my senses. So now we can see that Arjun is more breaking down. Now he's saying that he thinks in his mind, the Arjun thinks that Krishna wants me to fight because Krishna wants me to win the war. The Krishna wants me to get the entire kingdom. Still he is on very outer layer of the problem. Still he is stuck there that Krishna wants me to win. So Arjun has so much grief inside him that he is saying that any kind of victory or any kind of heaven will not make him happen. So what happened when Arjun fights? Everything will be there. They will be the winner. They will be the king. They will not have any enemy. And they will have access of heaven. But then he's saying that if I get all those things, so much money, land, kingdom, everything, then also the worry and grief which I have, nothing can remove it. So at least we can see Arjun here detaching from the world. that worldly pleasure cannot remove my grief. No, no money, no gold, no land, palaces, horses, whatever are there, even the heavens cannot remove the grief from me. So see the detachment starting now, that these things are not valuable for him. So he doesn't know what is right or wrong. He's so confused. He doesn't know what he should do, what is right and what is wrong. So because he belonged to the warrior class, so his duty was to go and fight and win after the fight. But here he is like, okay, I cannot fight, and these things are of no value to. So richness and money also have, like worldly materialistic things also have a limitation. We can see the limitation here. They all have the limitation. Till a point they can make you happy, after that no. So one thing I like about a lot about the character of Arjun, that he was very like truthful person from inside. He never hided any of his feelings from Krishna. Whatever there was in his heart, he said the truth to Krishna. So it's very important to speak truth. If you say the truth, then somebody can help you. Then they can intervene and try to make your life better. But if you are lying, then nobody can help you. Because people doesn't know, nobody knows what is your problem. So at least Arjun was very truthful. Whatever was there inside, he was saying. So we can learn this good quality from Arjun. So this was Shloka 8. Any question in this one? Any question?
Basically, this specific sloka talks about always speaking the truth, right? And also beginning of surrender. The phases in the beginning of surrender is what this sloka is talking about, right? Like separating ourselves from the worldly things, or at least detachment. That is the first step. That's what this is saying, correct?
Yeah, this is the first thing. The detachment is happening now. Not giving too much importance to worldly things, right? So we all are in the same boat like Arjun only. No? We all give lot of value to the worldly things. So he's now becoming little bit different from us. He's understanding that these things are not going to make me happy. Now we'll go to Shloka 9. So the meaning of 9th Shloka is that the Arjuna, the conqueror of sleep, told to Krishna that I will not fight and begin silent. So no argument from Arjuna now. So in 9th Shloka, he just said that to Krishna that I am not going to fight, and he became silent. Till the logical brain is running, till you are trying to act smart, there will be so many reasons and cause and so many explanations. Now everything is silent. It means he totally gave up. That it's not worth to spend anything on this. He just totally gave up. So this was the Shloka 9th meaning. Now there is a Shloka 10th. So the meaning is, O Bharata, Bharata means here Dhritarashtra, born in Bharata density, Sri Krishna, as if smiling, addressed the following words to the despondent Arjuna while in the midst of the two armies. So now this one is very important. So now the Krishna is like coming in this shloka. So this shloka is said by Sanjay. Sanjay is telling to Dhritarashtra in this shloka. He's telling that the Krishna, who is standing between two armies, is now smiling, and he's saying, he started talking to Arjuna. So like, there is a laugh, smile and a laugh on his face. So most of the time, okay, let me ask this question to all of you. You are in such a big problem. Something is going very wrong in your life. And suddenly you see that somebody who came to help you, that person had a smile on the face and that person is laughing. What does it mean? What will be its meaning for you? How will you feel?
Feel a breath of fresh air because I'm so tense, so anxious that, I will feel like there is still normalcy outside in the world, and that, somebody is approaching with a different type of approach rather than with a concerned face for me, right? So I mean, at least in the brief time, I'll feel like it's such a relief.
Good. Very good. And yeah.
Another the other side. I will take it in the other side. I will think that person is either thinking um, I'm silly, and maybe I would come, having the patience that I would uh, come back and understand better, or it is that he's laughing that maybe I'm stressed with that problem, and it is not such a big problem that I'm thinking. So, or he is saying that I have the power to take care of it.
Okay, you are also kind of right only, but need to brush off little more. Anybody else want to try?
I don't know. The former two were very nice, I guess, and they have a very good opinion about people. If I'm in a, if I'm stressed and somebody is laughing, then I'll maybe get angry also. That such a big problem, and this guy is laughing. And
This guy
so,
is
I mean, like again, it's Krishna and Arjuna are different, but maybe being a common, very very common person, when I'm in stress and I'm telling somebody about my problem and they laugh, then yeah, I might get angry at it too. So.
Yeah, that's the natural way, right? If you are in a problem and somebody comes to you and they have a smile on in their face and they're a little bit sarcastic or laughing, you will be like really get mad. But I'm happy that Vandana, Venkatpriya, and Rashmi, you all are trying to understand it, right? It's very good that we are trying to understand. So now we have to see two things I'm going to make you guys understand before understanding this shloka here. So we always talk about like having empathy, right? Sympathy and compassion and pity, feeling pity, having mercy. These kind of words always comes in our mind, right? That okay, we should show all these kind of behavior in our life. So, when a people is having pity or sympathy kind of feeling, then that person will come in your life. They will show a lot of pity, sympathy to you. They will sit with you, hug you, and start crying with. How much pain you are suffering, that person will start suffering the same kind of pain. So, what happened? You are in a pool of sorrow and grief. That's why you are so upset. The person came from outside and so much sympathy that person had that he started drowning into the same sorrow, same grief. That person just became like you, right? And from inside you will feel that, oh, look, that person loves me so much, they understand all my pain and he's with me in my bad situation, right? This is one scenario. This is a scenario of a person having sympathy and pity. Okay, now there is another person will come. This person have compassion and mercy, right? Totally different. That person will come and look at you and understand your problem, that what kind of situation you are going through. That person will give you hand and ask you to hold the hand and then will try to drag you out of your problem. When the person is doing this kind of thing, dragging out of you the problem or at looking at you, this person will have a slightly different smile on the face. So normally if we say, this smile will come from his confidence, because this person has a confidence that okay, this is the problem, I will help to take it out. This is a normal way of thinking. I will have 3 4 different type of examples for this. The compassion, the mercy, the love, the real love, when the person with all this come, it will show on the face also. The person full of love will not cry that much. That will be very stable, right? Because knows that okay, what I have to do, what I have to do, how I need to make sure that I will take this person out of the pain. So these kind of person will be also a very different person. This kind of person will be a person who will be very mature, right? Who will listen to you and smile at you because this person is understanding the Maya, the illusion inside. He knows that the problem is not that big, but in front of your eyes, so much illusion is there that you cannot see properly. So this person will smile and then think that okay, once the Maya is gone, the illusion is gone, everything will be perfect after that. So he knows that, he had that confidence. It's a matter of time, how much time it will take to break the Maya or illusion in front of your eyes, right? This was the one scenario. The other way we can see, like again, I will give you example of a baby. What happened to a baby? If baby is there and there is a, some big thing in front of baby, a big rock or something, the baby will see the rock and start crying. That I cannot climb the rock. And the baby will think, I cannot go around the rock. How will I go ahead? At that time, if when any adult see the baby, what will they do? They'll just pick the baby in their arms and keep the baby other side of the rock. So this person will be looking at you like an adult, real mature adult, and seeing that okay, you are stuck with this problem. You are thinking the problem is too big. I cannot go beyond this. At that time, this person will just lift you and help you to go to other side of the problem. Because this person can do all these things, it can take you out of your misery, your sorrow, your grief. That's why this person has a smile. That's why the Krishna has the smile on the face. That's why Krishna was able to preach Gita, because he can see what kind of problems are there and how I will take Arjuna out of the problem. What kind of Maya and illusion are there in the Arjun's mind. So having pity, having sympathy, sitting and crying never helps, right? Only going and trying to take that person out of the situation helps. So many people tell me that, oh, I help a lot, I volunteer a lot, I donate a lot. And I always ask them, who asked you to do that? Are you going to the same level and helping and donating and doing everything? Then you are creating more and more problem. You are not improving anything. But if you come from the other way, that you are capable of drag people from the problem totally, then go and help. So we need to understand, with the Gita, we will understand different kind of people, different kind of mental strength. So this was the meaning of this shloka. And because Krishna knew that, that's why Krishna's face has a very sarcastic smile on his face. That, okay, Arjuna, you griever. I want you guys to have pencil and pen ready, please. Now the Krishna is speaking and he will be saying so many wonderful things. So prepare a note, or on your laptop or your phone, have something to write down. Arjuna, you griever, for those who should not be grieved at, yet speak as if a man of wisdom. The wise griever, neither for the living nor for the dead. So like he's so sarcastic. Can you see that? Oh, griever, you're grieving for the people whom should you not grieve. And then you think you are very wise. And it is okay. In two friends, we talk like that, right? So, such a sarcastic shloka is this, that what you are doing, it's not even worth it. And so straightforward. Like Krishna has this kind of thing to say, that whatever you are doing, it's no use of and you think you're very wise. So now first we need to understand that feeling too much, feeling too much happy, feeling too much sad, feeling grief too much, it's all part of ego. When the ego is very big, all kind of emotion shows too much to make herself or himself great. To everyone notice that person behaves like that. Same thing here, the Krishna is trying to make fun of Arjun, that you griever, you the person who's crying or grieving all the time for the things which is not needed to be grieved. Same thing, right? Why are you having so much sorrow? Why? So because Arjun's ego was very high, that's why he was taking everything on me. Now all of you can check yourself with all the shlokas. You don't need to tell me about yourself, just check yourself. Do you guys do this kind of drama? Like, so what happened when a person is not high in consciousness? That person get affected very easily by happiness and sadness. Little bit something good will happen and that person will start dancing. Little bit small thing will happen and person will start crying non-stop. Because the ego is too big. The world, the emotions matters a lot. But if you are on a spiritual path, if you are a sadhak, or if you are a true devotee, check on yourself. Are you a sadhak? Are you a true devotee? Then these things won't even affect you. Because all the time your attention is towards something very higher. Then how come these small things will affect you? When your mind is all the time in super consciousness, you're thinking about that, you're chanting about that, you're trying to touch that, reach there. At that time, if somebody is coming, somebody is going, somebody is saying something, it should not affect too much. So for the sadhaks and devotees who are on the very high level, these things doesn't matter at all. And to reaching those levels, it's very high. We all are trying to reach there. I am also in that, race. So things won't affect me and I should be always in the higher level. So now understand here, like people then again will say that, oh, being happy is so good, right? Being happy is so good. This is a line which Western people took away from our Vedas, that Anand mein raho, ya be blissful all the time. But they don't even understand the meaning of bliss. When the bliss happens, the world becomes zero for you. So you cannot say I'm very blissful and then again I'm sad also. If you enter bliss, then nothing matters after that. Right? So some of the words are there which are not translated properly, and the Western people have took it and make their own meanings around it. So we have to understand. It's good with Gita we will understand all these words. What is bliss and pure ananda?